This is Dennis from Power Automedia and more importantly Rod Authority. Now I am from Rod Authority, but I have the authority on hot rodding. Gene Winfield here at the Detroit Autorama.
Thank you.
What do you got going on here today, Gene?
Well, I'm chopping the top on this this 39 Chevy Coupe.
And you're doing this 9 different cars in 9 different cities. Tell me about the whole tour.
Well, I started out in Houston, Texas, and you know, they told me they were building a backdrop, but I had no idea that they built this thing 50 feet long, and it's just like my shop was in 1957. And it's just wonderful. It's great. And they're hauling all these tools and everything around. And so I'm chopping a different car in a different city every week.
That is so great. Now, for everybody out there that doesn't know who you are, and I don't think there is anybody, can you look at your career after all these years and look back on it and be amazed at not only the diversity in rod building, but how so much, though has changed, really has remained the same?
Yes, it's basically the same. We have better tools and equipment, you know, the wire welders and all kinds of tools and equipment which are way better, because when I started I only had a hacksaw and a torch. And so anyway, it is way better as far as the tools, and of course we get into detailing now. We get, you know, all the cars upstairs, they go into all the unbelievable detailing and painting and finishing and rubbing out every little piece of the frame and all that, you know. We didn't do that before, you know.
Let me ask you, from a painter's perspective, you know, you've done so many creative things with paint in the past to really showcase how you can do something different. When you look at the trends going forward in the way that someone refinishes their car once they get it past the build stage, what do you see as the future of customization in the world of paint?
Well, it's just, we're going to continue. I started the blending actually in 1957. I blended my first car. And then the car that went nationwide was the Jade Idol in 59-60. So I created the blending, and I'm still doing that. They have me paint all over the world. I painted 5 cars in Canada last year, 3 in Australia, and I'm going to go to Australia again this year and paint some more. But anyway, it's just a wonderful material that we have today, you know. And I haven't got into the water base yet, but eventually I'll probably have to do that. And they're getting better and better. And but I'm in urethane. And I just love it. You know, I can do it with so many less coats than we used to do with lacquer. You know, lacquer we used to put on 30, 40 coats to achieve what we can do with 10 or 12 now. Yeah. So it's a really, really good material they have today.
What's next for you? You've done so much in your career. What's on the horizon, or what's the next build for you, well, maybe personally?
Personally, I'm going to build a vehicle that I'm going to call the Winfield Wild Rod, and it's going to be wild.
I'm expecting it to be. Can you give me any insight, or am I on the need-to-know basis?
A 41 Lincoln Zephyr hood, which is quite long.
Yes.
But I'm adding 10 inches, making it 10 inches longer.
You're going to have a canoe. Yes.
But it's a 51 Ford pickup cab. I chopped it 7 inches, sectioned it 6, and channeled it 3.
Wow.
So it's going to be pretty nice.
Where's that car going to debut?
Well, I don't know. Probably in Detroit. I'm thinking about, and I put it away, in fact, so that nobody could see it, because I may go for the Riddler. You know, in a couple of years, we'll see. It'll take me a long time. I just finished my Econoline, which is here, the Pacifica, and I'm very happy with that. Now, I went wild underneath that one. The original Econoline, the original Pacifica I did for Ford in 1962, it was a stock 6-cylinder engine, transmission, and rear end. This one's all Thunderbird. 62 Thunderbird engine, transmission, rear end, and it's all chromed and polished and painted, and there's mirrors, part of the floor raises up. You'll see it right over here. And then, and it's all, like I say, advanced plating, did the chroming, and it's just fabulous underneath. And stainless floors. The bottom of the floor is all polished stainless.
Stainless?
All the way underneath the whole car.
That'd be great.
Yeah.
Well, let me tell you something. From all of us in the hot rod world, and all of us that really want to look at the authority in hot rodding, thank you for giving us so much more. And I can't wait to see you win that Riddler. Like I said, right here, he is the authority on hot rodding, and this is Rod Authority. We'll see you in the next video.
Come on over and I'll show you how I'm going to hammer weld on the roof.
Lessons from the best.